Well, Las Vegas, this is it. This is my last moments in the apartment. I'm about to load up my little dog and my little bird and head out. But one last time around, I can't forget the back scratcher because I left it on the wall. So this is my Vera Wang bed frame that a friend gave to me a long time ago. She's all chewed up. She's going out on the curb. Maybe somebody else can give her a new life, but it's time. And I've got 2 more days to go, but I have an inflatable mattress that I'm going to use that I've been using for camping. And Ozzy here is investigating. And I'm still finding cat hair and stuff from my old cat Henry under here. Look at Ozzy here. Ozzy, what you doing? Are you investigating? You smelled this a million times. What's going on? Like, that smells like kitty. So, a lot's happened since I last made a little video clip, but I parked my RV at the extra storage one, they all work the same to me, space here in central Las Vegas off of Charleston and Jones, and needless to say that was the wrong decision, I suppose, even though it was a bad idea to put it on the street where I live. Somebody broke into it, and they didn't take much because I really didn't have much in here. They took my Cupid space heater that I got. I love that thing. I got that one of the backcountry like expedition YouTube channels recommended it to me, and it was just the best heater I ever had. So now I have to replace that. I mean, the RV does have a heater in it. It's just I don't want to use it 100% of the time. I'd like to conserve resources. But the guy that broke in came in through the window. Let's go back to the bedroom here. By the way, it's 96 here today. It's really hot. So he forced this window open, and he also did the same to my neighbors. You could probably see if I zoom in, you could see where they, well, just barely. You could see kicked in the screen too, like it's loose, and you know, I've had to put this janky little setup here to clamp it shut just to make sure there's no temptations to come back in here. But still, I made sure I left plenty of gay things in here to frighten him, or her, whoever the hell it was, because they certainly didn't stay very long. They did rummage through everything, though. They took all of my things out and tossed them on the everywhere. And, you know, it's unfortunate that this had to happen, but frankly, living in Las Vegas, I am just not surprised by it at all. So, I'm ready to leave. Almost, I just have a few things to get rid of, wrap up with the apartment. I got T-Mobile internet. I'm very iffy about it. If it doesn't perform well, I will get a Starlink. We'll figure the situation out as we go. So, oh, and one more thing. This is, I believe, the weapon that the burglar used to pry my window open. Because I didn't have this knife. I actually had a much larger Bowie knife that was purely, frankly, just for show. And it was... They obviously ripped it off and then ripped my neighbor's stuff off. Probably with that knife. I don't know. Here I am wandering down the narrow alleyway. How the thief got in, too. Like I said, he came in through the window, but if you see, look right here on the other rig's wall, you could see the footprints where they climbed up and then forced their narrow ass through. Look, there's more footprints on my fucking RV, no less. Forced their narrow ass through the window. And did the same with this other one here. And they opened up their hatch over here too and got to everything. So, unfortunately, I feel very bad for these people. They got burner stickers. I hope to see them there one day. New Burning Man stickers too from the last event. One last thing before I drive away. They stole my neighbor's e-bikes from the schoolie. Like, they had 2 really cool e-bikes there, and it's gone. Ew, terrible. You can see him now getting ready over there to shift things around. Take her away. So Blue Ella is on her way out of here. I just sold her to Carvana. So this is the last night I'm spending here in this apartment. Ooh, it's crooked, just like I am. Yeah, it's still more crooked. Okay, this is the last night that I'm here, in my apartment in Las Vegas. I've been here for a total combined of 15 years. In this last stint, I lived here from 2014 to now, 2026. Yeah, the end times. So I just felt it appropriate to leave now. Went to my work. They were gracious enough to give me a laptop instead of hunking around this gigantic setup, this desktop, which was slower than me on a Monday after a bender. And it was good. Well, it lasted with that thing, but it was time. It was definitely time. But anyways, there's almost nothing left in the apartment now. I have it staged so that we can just get the fudge out of here. And I mean, you can see behind me, everything's open. Just like somebody who lives in Commercial Center. Let's see, let me flip it around. You can check this out. A little bit of low lighting, but the desk is still here. And then, the table, that's going outside tomorrow. And then, Ozzy's little extra crate. And the bird, he's coming on the bus too. So we're ready. I feel kind of bad because I didn't really do anything as far as, doing going away parties. That's just not me. I don't like being the center of attention in that regard. I do like being the center of attention working a room. That's a lot of fun. But, having everyone just throw a thing just for me is not my style. So I did see a lot of people, had some very good conversations with some old friends, and reminded them that I will be back. I'll be particularly missing Sebastian over at the Quads and the boys at the Fun Hog, and, even Flex, you old dirty bastards. But it's time for me to go. So let's get going. Well, she's here. We gotta load her ass up, wait for traffic to ebb, and then get the hell out of here. Because screw you, Las Vegas. I'm just kidding, I love Las Vegas. I'm just overpaying rent in this shithole. It's so shitty. The cockroaches moved out because the black mold moved in. It's a little bit warm to be doing all this. We're in the middle of a heat wave. And of course, gas has gone through the roof because, things and politics, which I don't want to go into because there's just no convincing or talking to people anymore anyways, so why even try? But the thing is, driving a 55-gallon, 30-foot, 15,000-pound death machine, as my friend puts it, that's not going to be cheap on gas at all. So, whoopee. So there's the birdie, and doggy, the desk, which is going to the neighbor, and all these little side things. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep some of the plants over here. I wanted to, but I just couldn't. And like my friend said, don't take the dustbins with you, so they're staying here. And the empty liminal space that was my life. And now we have to leave it. And I certainly had a good time while I was here. God knows I did some debaucherous things, especially in this room, but I don't have to tell you that. But it is now time to leave. So in my haste to leave Las Vegas, I did not record us actually leaving in the RV, so enjoy some aerial clips that I found online of driving through the Nevada desert. Because it really is beautiful if you love the desert. If you don't like big brown expanses of land, well, don't drive through it because you'll be bored to death. Look, the alien cat house, see? Yes. On that same note, if you've never been to Rhyolite, just outside of Bay, go. So we made it into Tonopah by the seat of our pants. And it was, I wanted to stop off at the Clown Motel, and I didn't get a chance. I barely got the RV pulled in and leveled. And as you'll hear in another short clip, it was amusing. Kind of. Okay, so we have reached a little side stop in a little area called Luning, Nevada, and we were in Tonopah for one night at the Lowe's truck stop, which wasn't bad, but it was the most noisy place I've ever stayed, and relatively unlevel. But We're at this derelict stop. And I gotta say, Mezzo, Nevada, the middle of nowhere, middle of Nevada, is an interesting place. I would actually like to stop here and poke around a lot more one of these days. Just kind of mix it up with the yuckles, you know? And Goldfield I found particularly interesting. And I would have stopped off at the Clown Motel, but I have enough clowns in my life. Actually, I would love to stop off at the Clown Motel. I think that would be awesome. And the Mizpah, the legendary Mizpah.
So, sorry, I didn't really take as much footage as I should have on my way out. I was just focusing on driving the RV on that highway, and it was an awful lot for my first time driving a 30-foot, 12 feet wide, 8-ton monster down the highway. It was terrifying, just the way everyone else drives, and I just drive like a grandma, I swear to God. But anyways, thanks for joining me for this episode. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.